impressive how strong he is 5-on-5.
Nick Paul slides out ahead for Hagel, a backhand shot. Oh, what a stop there by Ullmark. He laid out with a left pad to make the stop.
Gets it high up on Vasilevsky, and Ullmark with the left pad, as you mentioned, a top-tier save, and then the rebound. I think he's second in the National Hockey League in goals saved above expectation.
Adam Gaudette picked off that pass at center ice, moves it and shoots it. Vasilevsky fought that off. It trickles back down to him. Remains out there, Cirelli for the face-off against Cousins. Not a better night for this line for Ottawa on Tuesday night. As that long shot by Chernak got through, and Ullmark makes the save. Long like that approach. Gets Kucherov some more shifts. Here's Pinto. Walks it and shoots. Vasilevsky save. A backhand shot. The rebound goes wide. And Bjorkstrand to the side of the goal. Swept that wide. Bjorkstrand, one of the acquisitions by the Lightning at the deadline. As that long point shot is fought off by Ullmark. For Gensel. Up to Kucherov. Lays that pass ahead to Point. In comes Braden Point. Finds the flush for Gensel. For Point, a backhand shot. That's stopped by Ullmark. Point back around for Chernak.
Win Stanley Cup to this cap. Guys that are lost in it.
Bjorkstrand, lead pass, finds Gord, busting in. Yanni Gord shoots, great save by Ullmark. And the entire Senators Hockey on TSN returns after this. He does play the game at his own pace, doesn't he? Walks it and shoots, and Ullmark makes the save on that quick shot.
Good kill here by the Sens. Good aggressive along the wall.
One shot for Tampa on that power play. Comes Kucherov again. Drops it back for Point. Moving in. Braden Point backhand shot. Stopped by Ullmark. Now Kucherov brings it back around to Chernak. Down to Kucherov. Sanderson pivots back. The lane was closed. He chips it back across to Zub. And ahead comes Batherson. Winding through center ice. Jake Batherson drops it off to Cousins. Batherson back on it, trying to center it, picked up by Cousins, banks that back to Sanderson. Sanderson shoots it up through, Vasilevsky save, loose puck, and Gensel's got it back for Tampa. And a 2-on-1 now for the Lightning. Point to Kucherov. Sanderson defending, Point in, shoots, Ullmark save, loose puck in front, knocked away by Sanderson. Thomas Chabot swings that back for Gaudette, busting in. Gaudette, wrap around try, bouncing puck in front, knocked down. Here come the Lightning again. It's Hagel, this time with Paul. Moved ahead to Bjorkstrand along with Gord. Bjorkstrand comes in, poke check there by Clubman. And now Pinto's got it back. And behind the play, Bjorkstrand knocked down. Play continued. In comes Greg. Ridley Greg to Pinto. Pinto! 1-0 Ottawa. And Tampa won't like this one bit.
He's having a good conversation. There's the hit by Amadio. That sends Bjorkstrand down. Now you've got a 3-on-2 situation back to the middle of the ice, and then Pinto on his stick, off his stick. He's able to beat Vasilevsky to the glove side, just above that left pad. Ridley Gregg to Pinto in the back of the net.
And now Sanderson streaks ahead. Up for Pinto. To Sanderson, and Point knocked that away. Now picked back off, and Amadio with a chance. 6 skaters on 5 now for Tampa with Vasilevsky on the bench. Play back across. Kucherov shoots. And Ullmark makes the save on that. Here's Perbix back with it. Like not to shoot now. Waits. Feeds it back to Hedman for Hagel. Hedman fires. That's blocked by Greg. Up in his feet. Kucherov down to the shot. It trickles down to Ullmark. Sanderson around the boards, but not out. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Kucherov back in and fires. And Ullmark got just a piece of that. Hedman. Point. Kucherov shoots again. Ullmark got a piece of that. Hedman back in for Point. Great pressure for Tampa on this power play. 25 seconds to go. Hagel. Back to Hedman. For Hagel. Hagel has a look for a seam. Looks down to Gensel. Feeds it back in front. Bouncing puck. Goes back to Hedman. His shot goes wide as Pinto got a piece of that. It bounces right back to Gensel. Hagel. For Gensel with a drive. Ullmark, great stop. Hagel tries to wrap around. That's bounced away. Batherson steps up. Lead pass. Batherson one-on-one with a tired Hedman. In comes Batherson. Has a look back. Shoots. That goes wide. Stutzler lifts that pass head to Batherson. Good job to knock it down for Stutzler winding in. Stutzler shoots. And it's Chernak in the back. Now Batherson back for Chabot. Chabot winds and shoots. Saved by Vasilevsky, and he quickly pounces on the rebound. The amazing thing about it is, year after year, they are so good, and people say, well, you have all these players, but it's different players every year, and Coach of the Year voting is generally for the team that overachieves, because that's a good stop by Ullmark on that shot by Paul. Now, Hagel, a sharp angle shot, stopped by Ullmark. There is something to be said for consistency. In comes Point, drops that back for Kucherov, winding in, feeds it back across, and Gensel cued that wide. Moser, back for Kucherov, shoots again, and a great blocker save there by Ullmark.
Opportunity, and this is from a grade A position, right in the high slot, takes it from...
For Stützle. Patterson walks out of the corner. I was sliding that back for Greg, that was knocked away. Now pulled back out by Greg. He's poked check. Stützle drops it back for Sanderson. A shot score! Jack Sanderson, power play goal! Ottawa leads 2-0.
Talking about loose puck recovery. And it's great work by Ridley Gregg over to Tim Stützle. And instead of shooting this puck, Stützle with a little reverse. Back to Sanderson. It's on his stick, off his stick, and he's able to elevate that over the right pad of Andrei Vasilevsky.
And Chabot back with it. Jensen plays it back down. McDonough's got some room. Finds Yanni Gord streaking ahead. In comes Gord with a shot. Ullmark scores. Rebound, score! Brandon Hagel cashes on the rebound. And moments after Ottawa took a 2-goal lead, the Lightning get it back to 1.
Gord, you talked about Nick Jensen goes to chip this in, and immediately watch Ryan McDonough identify that it's going for a change. And the shot, Ullmark with the initial save on Yanni Gord, but good speed by Hagel, drive, wait to be onside, get inside position on Clevin, and then just help that puck along over the line. As Gord, the minute that the puck didn't make it all the way in on the dump in.
Little hit by Gaudette. Centers it for Stützle. Great save there by Vasilevsky on Cousins. What a pass by Stützle. Snaps it back down to the Ottawa zone. Almost a little 360 there. Jensen got tangled up with the official. It's picked off by Kucherov. Feeds it back. Oh, stopped by Ullmark on Gensel. Now a chance shorthanded. Brandon Hagel busting in. Hagel has a look and shoot. Ullmark save. Turns away Hagel on a short-handed breakaway.
Zone, bouncing puck, Hagel off to the races, settles down, takes a little peek to see who he has coming, and fires it. Linus Ullmark, top of the crease, makes himself big, gets the left pad on it, as well as controls the rebound as it's stuck underneath.
In January 2014.
Had a couple good looks.
Here they come again. Cirelli and Hagel, 2-on-1. Cirelli works it and shoots! At the goalpost. Rang it off the pipe. Wow. Ullmark looked back nervously.
But this is Chernak, a bouncing puck. Cirelli has Hagel on the back door, decides to keep and elevates that, gets it above the right shoulder of Ullmark.
Gensel back to Hedman. To Kucherov. Kucherov walks right in, centers it, Gensel, great chance. Ullmark, a terrific stop. Drops it back to Paul. His shot goes off Highmore into the corner. Now Gord centers it. Paul takes a poke at it. Ullmark, what a stop, rebound, loose in front. Ullmark still down. Paul with a shot.
And you got Yanni Gord, pops it to the middle of the ice. It's Paul jamming away. Gord on the back door. The elevation play by Gergensons. It just...
Now picked free by Greg. Sends it back for Zoom. Shoots. Vasilevsky gets a piece of that and juggles it. What a look for Artem Zub.
Well, the best defense is the offense, and this is great work in the offensive zone. Greg steps to the middle, and it's Artem Zub that tries to go short side, and Vasilevsky gets a good chunk of it, and then...
Back to Kucherov. Winds across the top. Drops it back ahead with a shot. That's blocked by Amadio. Loose puck in front. Ullmark's down. They're pointing away at him. And time expires, and the Ottawa Senators... And off the draw, Ottawa controls the puck and wins the game. 2-1 final.